Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is back, and been one of the most influential fighting game series of all time. With a huge and hype as hell roster of heroes and villains, there's still something that I feel was lacking from the first time I played it back in the day. The game had an arcade mode, but unlike MVC 1 and the rest of the titles on the series, has no endings. Well, it has an ending that's the same for every character. Let's fix that, but let's make it interesting. I'm a sucker for making teams that quote-unquote make sense. One of my favorite things is assembling teams that have some kind of story or theme that unites them. Much like the King of Fighters series, let's organize all the characters in teams of 3 fighters and give them a what-if ending. But first let me clear that, yes, I'm using a text-to-speech program. At the moment, I'm not comfortable with the way that my English speech is coming out. It's not my primary language, but rest assured that every word in this script is my own. I would like to make videos in the future with my own voice, but for now, please spare me for the time being. MVC 2 has 56 characters, which means there are 2 characters that must be left out in order to have 54. That divided by 3 leaves us with a total of 18 teams. But don't worry, those characters are more or less redundant. I'm talking about Bone Wolverine and Cerbot. Bone Wolvie can be interchangeable with regular Adamantium Wolverine for ending purposes. Same goes for Cerbot that can take Tron Bond's place instead, who already has an army of Cerbbots at her disposal. Also, we will be sorting the teams into 3 categories: 6 Marvel teams, 6 Capcom teams, and 6 crossover teams. Without further ado, let's start with the first Marvel team. X-Men Blue, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Gambit. In 1991, X-Men's roster was so big that it was split into 2 teams, with each team having a dedicated comic book of their own. The Blue team was the Cool Kids Club, and these 3 not only have a story together that goes way back, they're the representation of coolness and hype that was synonymous with X-Men in the 1990s.
Finish. K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Shotokan Fighters, Ryu, Ken, and Sakura. You all have seen this coming. The face of fighting games, Ryu, team up with his best friend and rival Ken Masters. Also, Sakura, Ryu's biggest fan and aspiring disciple, is here to round everything up. They're ready to Hado, Shoryu, and Tatsu whatever stands on their way to victory. And remember, the fight is everything.
Finish. K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Dimensional Crusaders, Ruby Hart, Cable, and Amingo. The first crossover team had to be this one. Ruby Hart and Cable are the protagonists and primary representatives of their respective franchises. One of them sails across dimensions. The other is a frequent traveler of time and space. The mysterious Amingo is here as the other new face of MVC 2 to complete the team. Who is this Cactus Man? What kind of wonders has under his sombrero? Maybe his ending will tell us the answer.
You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hulk. Another classic. Marvel's greatest heroes conforms this squad made up of 3 founding members of the Avengers. Fun fact, although Captain America wasn't in the original Avengers lineup, he was given founding member status when Hulk was expelled from the team, to whom he is teaming up in this occasion. Well, now they will have time to smooth things over.
Finish. K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Mega Team, Mega Man, Roll, and Trombone. Capcom robots unite. These automaton siblings welcome the air pirate, Trombone, to the team. Maybe they're not the Mega Man and Roll that she knows from her own world in Mega Man Legends, but her extensive technological knowledge and combat prowess is a match made in heaven with the super fighting robot.
Finish. KO. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The evil overlords, Dr. Doom, M. Bison, and Thanos. The first villain team that shows up in this list, and is one composed with the most ruthless dictators that both universes have seen. Pros: they have the power, the brains, and the maliciousness to bring every opponent down. Cons: they also have all of the arrogance and all of the pride that could lead to some backstabbing down the line. Probably will be Doom if memory serves right.
KO. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Brotherhood, Magneto, Sabretooth, and Juggernaut. Keeping up with the evil vibe, here they are, the X-Men's greatest foes. Although we have seen this trio working together in media like movies, animation, and video games, in good old Marvel Universe 616, they never have been in the Brotherhood at the same time. Sabretooth was in Mystique's second Brotherhood, and Juggernaut in Exodus' version of this merry band of baddies.
KO finish. KO. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
Darkstalkers, Morrigan, Felicia, and Anna Karis. Another natural fit for this interdimensional slugfest. Mummy Man, Catgirl, and Succubus join forces to show everybody why Darkstalkers was known as one of Capcom's premier franchises and a staple of the fighting game genre. Also, with the Dark Hunter BB hood looming around, better have the Monster Mash to gang up just in case. Darkstalkers are not dead.
KO finish. KO. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Tech Guardians, War Machine, Jean, and Hayato. This guys got together because their love for machines and kicking ass. In this battle filled with super powerful extra-dimensional beings, it's not a bad idea having a gadget or two or a 20-meter mechanoid under the sleeve. A fun fact about War Machine is that in his 90s cartoon appearances, which is the basis for a lot of Marvel characters in this game, he struggles with claustrophobia when donning the armor. In total contrast with his 616 version that is almost addicted to being an armored superhero.
KO finish. KO. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The X-Women, Rogue, Psylocke, and Marrow. These mutant ladies have much more in common than you think. Not only are they members of the X-Men, they like to fight up and close and beat you to a pulp. Originally, Rogue was going to be a member of the X-Men Blue Team, like in the comics, but that would be a disservice to her that has been the leader of her own X-Men team before. And so the X-Women team has born.
KO finish. KO. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The World Warriors, Chun-Li, Dalsum, and Zangief. Three of the most powerful fighters across the world unite in this team that represents the original roster of Street Fighter II, the game that started it all, the game that cemented the basis of 2D fighting games for years to come. To the Mercedes-Benz relief, it was not summoned to this grand event. The World Warriors will have to trash another vehicle instead.
You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Demon Alliance, Akuma, Blackheart, and Shumagorath. This team is pure evil. One of them is the son of Marvel Universe's Satan. Another is an ancient cosmic terror as old as the universe. And the third one is the power incarnate whose name means devil. They're vicious, savage, and brutal. If the evil overlords are lawful evil alignment of this game, these guys are the chaotic evil without a doubt.
K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Executioners, Silver Samurai, Omega Red, and Spiral, naming themselves as the well-known X-Men event, although none of them was on that story. The Executioners are another rival team to our mutant heroes. One can only admire the popularity of X-Men in the 90s if it was enough to make 3 teams of heroes and 2 of villains with a cast of characters from NBC2.
You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Arcade Heroes, Captain Commando, Sun, and Strider Hiryu. Capcom, who was Capcom's mascot in times past, is back with a pair of heroes that were the terror of the evildoers and the pocket change of 80s and 90s kids. Monkey King Sun is too old to join the fray, but here's his granddaughter, also named Sun to pick up the mantle. By the way, Strider Hiryu is a trademark of Moto Kikaku and Capcom Company Limited. All rights reserved.
Finish. K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
The Maximum Spiders, Spider-Man, Cammy, and Venom. Spidey and Venom make an uneasy alliance once more, and this time along with fellow Maximum Spider user, Cammy White. I know that nowadays it's almost sacrilegious to don't have Spidey and Morgan in the same team, but she cannot commit at this time and leave her fellow monster buds to their own. With great, dark demonic sexual powers comes great responsibility.
Finish. K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
X-Men Gold, Storm, Colossus, and Iceman. Whenever is blue, there is also gold. The flagship X-Men colors are represented in full with this squad that, although not as cool as the first one, it packs a punch with some Omega-level mutants like Aurora and Bobby, and the absent Jean Grey that will have her time to shine in the future. Maybe that's why Storm is so top tier in this game.
K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
Special Operatives, Guile, Charlie, and Jill Valentine. Capcom's finest. This task force is trained, equipped and ready to take on heroes, villains, mutants, robots, monsters, aliens, demons, ninjas, cyborgs, furries, shotos, zoners, grapplers, top tiers, mid tiers, low tiers, and of course zombies. For this operation, don't forget to have your combs, glasses, and healing herbs at hand.
Finish. K.O. You win. A new opponent is ready to face you.
Shin Saikyo Dojo, Dan Hibiki, Sentinel, and BB Hood. And last but not least, Dan's mighty team of miscellaneous beings. In the midst of the chaos that the Abyss campaign ensues, Dan doesn't waste the opportunity to revive the Psycho Dojo and enlist the help of BB Hood with the promise of big bucks and the directionless, but still god-tier, Sentinel. Once they defeat the terrible Abyss, the Psycho Ryu will be the supreme form of martial arts, second to no other.
Finish. KO. You win.
And with that, we are ready to work on those endings. Here are the 18 teams: 6 Marvel, 6 Capcom, and 6 crossover teams. Please keep in touch with this channel. I'm planning to roll the custom ending series of videos this very month. In the meantime, let me know what custom teams of your own are your favorites and why in the comments. Take care, and see you in the next one.